Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ryan Schubel. So in the narrative today, I want to look at different types of plotly charts, and we are going to look at oil consumption of different countries. So I found this data online. Here's the link. I'll share the link with you guys. Okay, I'll put it in the Jupyter notebook. And of course, I'll share all the code with you too. So I saw this online. I thought it was kind of interesting. You have United States, right? Basically North America. Asia is over here. This is Europe, right? South America, and so on and so forth. So they break this down into different categories. Here's the data. You can copy and paste the data from this site. That's exactly what I did. And then you have the breakdown here of the ranking, the country millions of barrels per day. So I'm abbreviating that as MBPD, okay? And then share of global totals. So the United States is definitely number one, 18.7% of the total and 19 million barrels per day. And down here in last place is Taiwan, and that's 0.8 million barrels per day, and that's 8%. Okay, so that's the source of the data. So I went ahead and added in the standard libraries here to help me to do all the work, right? These libraries do most of the lift for everything. So we have all the rows. United States is first, Taiwan is last. Here's the 19 million barrels per day, MBPD, and this is 0.8 and 8%, right? So that is kind of the setup here. That's what we're looking at. And then we're looking at different regions. I plotted these into different regions. So United States of America, Brazil, America, Germany is Europe, and so on and so forth. So it's pretty straightforward. If I hit Control Enter to run this, you can see what the data frame looks like. Okay, so this is exactly what we saw in the original data set. We have the country name, MBPD, millions of barrels per day, share percentage, country and region, right? And if we just do a quick sanity check, if the first and the last are the same, then I think everything else in between is going to be the same. So we see US 19, 18.7. Let me get rid of this thing. Not sure what that is. US 19, 18.7%. And then down here in last place, we have Iraq and then Taiwan. So 0.9, 0.9, 0.8, 0.8. And if we go over here, that's what we see in the original data, 0.9, 0.9, 0.8, 0.8. Okay, so I think everything is set up pretty nice. Control Enter to run this. The first thing I'm going to look at here is a tree map. So these tree maps come from Plotly. I think it's pretty cool. It shows you like the overall region and the breakdown, and then the percent of MBPD, millions of barrels per day, by the region, right? So here's Asia Pacific. So MBPD total is 35.3. That's nice. It aggregates everything for us right there, right? And then you can see the breakdown here. China is 16.4, and Taiwan is the smallest with 0.8. So America is the same thing. Total is 25. It's hard to read, 25.8 MBPD. I think that's what I'm looking at here. 19%. Mexico is ranked 12 and 1.9. And if we look over here, Mexico is, where is it? Oh yeah, 1.9, 0.8. Okay, so everything pretty much ties out. So I like these tree maps. Pretty nice how you can orchestrate everything and arrange everything by the grouping, by the region, and then see the details of the breakdown. Here's another view. If I hit Control Enter, you can add in all kinds of different shades of colors. This is greens. Everything is plural with this. Not sure why, but that's how they do that. Wait, GR, you have to spell it right? That is exactly what you tell it to. So here's greens. I had blues before. If I go back to blues, oh, there's purples too. So Control Y. Wait, why doesn't it go back? Yellows, blues. Okay, so we have different shades of blues. So we saw before Asia Pacific is number one in terms of like overall use of oil. America is number two, but you can see how the square here, or the rectangle, whatever this thing is a little bit bigger because the United States is easily number one, China is number two, but by the region, Asia is actually number one, right? So it shows you like all the details, all the behind the scenes. The darker the color, the bigger the number. I like these types of charts. It really like kind of pops off the screen, and it looks pretty nice here. Control Enter to run this. So this is called a sunburst chart. These are nice too. You can see easily here. Asia Pacific is number one in terms of overall utilization of oil, right? So 35.3. Americas is 25.8. If you go over here, 35.3, 25.8, right? That would be the total sum. And I like how these expand and contract. So you can click on the details and you can see all of the breakdown and how this kind of like flows down to each country, right? And then you can see per country here 16.4 for China. India is 5.6. If you go back here, same thing, 16.4, 5.6. So you can see the same relative size. You can see kind of like the same details, the same size. That's why it's pretty nice. I like these a lot. So you can see all the details. You can click in and click out and see what's going on at multiple different levels here. So these sunburst charts are pretty nice for these types of things. Here is just a regular bar chart, horizontal bar chart. Again, darker is higher, right? So higher is more utilization. The United States is easily number 1, China number 2, India number 3, Taiwan is in last place down here, or maybe first place if you're looking at it from a clean energy type of perspective, right? So these bar charts are pretty nice. This is another way to to represent the data here. So here is a cumulative consumption of petrol and oil, right? So MBPD again, United States is easily number 1, China's 2, India's 3, Taiwan is down here. It's in last place or first place, depending on your perspective. And you can see cumulatively over time, this sums up to 100%. So of all the oil consumers in the whole world, this gives us 100%. So that is kind of nice here. You can even break this down by region, Control Enter to run this. So you have by regions. So country, US, Brazil, Canada, Mexico. That's exactly what you see up here too. US, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, right? And that's exactly what you see over here. So US, Brazil, Canada, Mexico. So the breakdown is nice. It really depends on your audience, the stakeholders that you're working with, who you're trying to communicate with, and the story that you're trying to tell, right? So lots of different charts to communicate the message, right? Here is a global chart. And again, MBPD is million barrels per day. And this is just visually like the entire global chart. And it's very interactive because these are plotly. You can kind of like drag it and move it around. And it'll show you all the details behind this again. So China and US. And I think number 3 is India. I think 3 is India, right? So just a different way of sending a message. I always say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I think this is a pretty powerful image. These all are, honestly, to tell you the truth. This works. It just depends on what you're trying to do, what you need to accomplish here, right? So we have lots of charts for our storytelling needs. This, again, is MBPD. Darker is more, so you can see United States is easily number 1, China's number 2, India is number 3, and then the smaller countries appear over here. And it's nice, you can click and drag this around and move it around. So very, very visual, very interactive. And I believe this is the last chart that I have in this series. And really, I would encourage you to use your imagination and just jump in and just experiment with this stuff and see what you can do. Try different ideas, like try to be innovative, try to be creative in how you tell your story and how you do your plotting and charting. And you can really do some pretty amazing things right here. So you have a circle chart with a bunch of circles inside of the chart, and everything is grouped by color by region, right? So we have the Americas, Europe is green, Europe, West Asia is brown, Middle East is red, Asia Pacific is orange, and then other is gray. I don't think we have any others over here, but I like how you can click on these plotly charts and interact with them, right? And see all the details behind all the charts here, right? So this is called the tooltip, and it pops up and shows you all the details behind the data here. So kind of cool, kind of neat what you can do with all this stuff. So that's it. Where are we with time now? About 10 minutes, just almost up to 10 minutes. So today's a pretty short one. I just wanted to like demo a few different plotly charts, show you what you can do just with some very basic data. Here is a source of the data, so you can copy and paste this into a web page here, and you can have all the data for yourself, right? You can copy and paste that and trace this back to the source. Okay, here's all the data, and I actually did all this for you right above. So you can put that in your own Jupyter notebook and run it and have everything you need. So that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap it up here. I thought I would just showcase some different plotly charts and show you how to interact with these and how to build these charts. This one right here, the last one, is definitely the most sophisticated, but a lot of these are pretty basic. If you look at it, you just have the data frame locations. It's going to be from country. The location mode is country name. The color is MBPD. That's how we get the colors over here. The hover name is country, and reds and blues, right? Reds and blues, and you have different color schemes that you can try in there, like this. You can put reds in there if you want. Control Enter and rerun it. It's gonna be all red. Here's another color scheme. You really have to Google this stuff and see what all the different characteristics are. So I like this red and blue combination. That's kind of cool. I like that one personally. But yeah, the sky's the limit. You can do all kinds of stuff with this. So I would encourage you to jump in, experiment, see what you can do, try it. Copy paste the code into Jupyter, obviously run it, and then make some changes, make some modifications, and that's the best way to learn. It's very interactive, it's very dynamic, it's very meaningful, it's very purposeful, right? But you have to get in there and really kind of get your hands dirty and really play around with it if you're going to learn this stuff, right? So I create all my videos for people to learn and to just try different things, right? And see where you can go with it, see where you can take it to the next level. I've been doing Python programming for 12 years. At the beginning, I literally knew nothing, like not even the simplest thing. I couldn't even do the most basic thing. And now you can do quite a lot. And I'm sure there's other things I'll learn over time. I'm always learning new things every day. And I would encourage you to do the same. So just try to see where you can go with it. Run some experiments, see what the outcome is, and let me know in the comment section how far you can get with it. If you get stuck or something, let me know about that. Google it, try ChatGPT. That's a great resource as well. And just have fun with this stuff, right? It's all about learning, growing, and developing, guys. So that's it. I'm at 10 minutes. I'm at 12 minutes now. I'm up to 12. And I said this is going to be a short one. I'm going to keep my promise. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll share all the code with you in this Jupyter notebook. When I drop the video, I'll do that later today. And I will see you when I put out the next video, which should be pretty soon. Thanks, guys. Take care. See you soon.